So, ladies and gents, I want to show you my new Ghetto computer setup. Why is it Ghetto? Well, you will see and then you will know. I have right now here in my main computer setup two computers. Number one is, of course, my main computer. Could you have guessed that? It is a Xeon based computer. It's getting old kinda. I built that in 2015. I'm not meaning old in terms of it's getting slower or anything, or I'll upgrade it, so no, I'm just astonished what a good processor I bought, really, because it's holding up so nicely. Same with GPU and everything. It's never letting me down. Like some other computers I have, as you know. Yeah, I'm very happy with that, and I don't plan on getting rid of this like at all. Yeah, that has been my main computer since 2015. But alongside with that, I have a new thing here. That is my secondary machine. Well, it's pretty much serving only one purpose, but I'll get into that later. That is my 06 Mac Pro. Yes, I decided to keep it. I wanted to get rid of it, actually. Now, before you say, oh, it's so nice, why did you want to do that? Yes, I really wanted to sell it, since I felt like I don't have a use for it, and it's just way too nice and too fast to, you know, sit and rot like my other collection computers. And yeah, I wanted to sell it. Nobody wanted it though, so I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna keep it. I'll rearrange my whole setup and put it here. Now, what is it doing? Because this is way faster, and you know, this is kind of stuck on El Capitan anyway, so why do you have it? It's an old computer. Yeah, there is this problem that is called video editing. I tried hard. I tried 4 programs, or even 5 probably. I stopped counting. Either, if you're cutting video on Windows, you have a program that is very nice to use, but it's a piece of shit in terms of optimization, or you have a very nice program where you can do lots of cool stuff, but it is just very hard, very professional, and you would need to learn it. And I didn't feel like learning it. The only Windows editing program I kind of liked was DaVinci Resolve, but that is also gone because I could not figure out the problem I had with it. Really, it was kind of having issues with the sound, and it had issue with the rendering, and it would always tell me that the GPU memory is full, and I couldn't find like anything on the internet about that, really. This is a nice graphics card. It has 3 GB of RAM, I think, and you know, cutting a little video isn't really gonna max it out, especially not if you're running 720p. That was in this case even, so wow. I got pissed, and I was like, Final Cut Pro 10, that is my preferred video editing program. I do the rest, like everything on Windows, but video editing is just the one thing that I just cannot let the Mac go. That's why it's sitting here. Alright, now that you know that, let's get into the reason why this setup is so ghetto. Number 1. First reason really is that I'm running 2 computers, which are very fast, and I run them at the same time, although I only use one of them with my monitors. Yeah, you might say that's power waste, and it is, I agree, but I don't keep that on always. I keep it only on when I want to render something or when I do video editing. Now, where is it? I mean, there's no Mac Pro, no OS X to be seen. Well, it is when you change the channel input here to VGA, you have here a Mac OS X desktop, and here is the Mac Pro desktop. Yeah, it is very ghetto, because when I want to use Windows, I kind of have to you know, switch around, and now I have Windows, and now I need Mac again. I have to switch back. Yeah, it's really the only way to go because I want to use my nice screen. I don't really require second display like with my main PC, since I like to sometimes be even more ghetto and just use Windows here with this monitor and kind of drag everything I need on this and use my main PC so I can concentrate the Mac Pro fully on OS 10, of course. Yeah, haha, on Final Cut Pro 10, and I can cut. I also like to handbrake here on the Mac Pro. I have handbrake installed, but here is where it's getting ghetto again. The Mac Pro is hooked up via LAN Ethernet here all the way to this switch. Right, what is this switch doing? Well, it is connected to my main PC, and it is sending, the main PC is sending the internet signal to the Mac Pro. Because the Mac Pro is not capable to connect via Wi-Fi, and that is because I don't have a proper Wi-Fi dongle or PCI card that I can put in this that either works on OS 10 or you know, supports the hardware. And that is a little bit of problem, because that means I cannot use the Mac Pro alone. For example, when I have nothing to do, I even have to keep this on and just to get internet, you know. So that sucks, and I really don't feel like solving this program. I can't talk today. This problem. Program. So stupid. I really don't feel like solving it because I just put so much money, so much hours and tears, blood and sweat into this machine. I just don't want to do anymore. And second, really the reason is because I'm just too lazy, and it works that way. And I don't really have to have this on the internet like so much, so it's not really that much of a problem. Even though it kind of sucks. Next ghetto thing is here. Yeah, you can see when you have two computers at the same desk, you have two keyboards and two mice. And yeah, I kind of solved this problem. When I don't need the Mac Pro keyboard, I just put it on top of it, so I have my PC keyboard free here, and it's not annoying. The Mac keyboard is not annoying here, my use of the PC. But I keep my mouse for the Mac Pro around here all the time, and I took the wireless mouse for a reason, because otherwise I would have a USB cord like all the way over there, and that would be really annoying. Now it is kind of annoying anyway, because when I want to use the Mac Pro, I have to put this here and put that, I don't know, like so, and now I have the real setup. I use it a lot like this. That's what the desk is looking a lot. Maybe switched around like this. I use the PC more, but I just like to keep that away, because when I have some other stuff like some papers or books or whatever here, it's not taking up all the space, and it's not doing some shit on the keyboard and maybe triggering a program or anything. I'm always kind of afraid of that. Maybe that's the reason why I put it here. Okay, so now the Ghetto NES continues. Kind of not really part of the main setup, but I'm going to show you anyway. Here is the switch. It is switch, of course, is the internet, and it's here serving the internet for all of these computers. So I happen to finally have a LAN connection, because only one of these machines is having a Wi-Fi and antenna, and this one and really doesn't work most of the time. So I kind of have here for my whole desktop collection a LAN, and that is nice. But that's not part of the main setup. The next thing that is ghetto is the way I save this stuff. Because the Mac Pro is only the rendering machine and the you know, editing machine, I do it the following stuff when I save files. Whoa, why don't you wanna, here we go. I connect via a Freigabe to the Xeon PC right here, and I save it in here where I want to save it. As you can see, I have a lot of Freigaben. It's kind of sad that I still don't know the English word for it, but deal with it. And I save it in here, mostly here, and then I have it available. And why do I do this? Well, because my main PC is the main storage place. I have all this stuff on this PC, really, that's important. And the Mac Pro has a hard drive in it, but it is mostly served as a scratch disk. Now, in the first couple of weeks I used this setup like that, I was even more ghetto. I was like connecting to the Freigabe all the time and was like pulling the files in Final Cut Pro 10 from the PC, and it even worked, but I decided it's way safer and easier if I just copy all the files. It's kind of ghetto because you have to copy it first on here. Why don't you do it on here? Well, I really don't know myself. It's mostly because of storage. As I said, this doesn't have such a big hard drive. And I copied over, I edited. If I care, I put the clips back. If not, I delete them. And the final product I put on the PC back. It is very ghetto, not the best way to go. And I actually want to change this one thing, and that is the storage. I want to have my NAS, finally. I planned this a long time, but I really want to have it because there's so much stuff on this PC that I really don't access all that much. Like old YouTube videos, for example, or old programs, old operating systems, or photos, or anything. These are taking up gigabytes and gigabytes, hundreds and hundreds of gigabytes, and they're really just sitting there on the hard drive most of the time. So I want to have my NAS, and those are important files, by the way, so if any of these hard drive fails, I'm fucked. So I have it copied like on the Mac Pro, the very important stuff, so I don't I don't run into some stupid issues. So I want to have my NAS. I don't know where I'm really gonna put it, maybe next to the Mac Pro somewhere. And so I can hook it up to LAN. That's the most important thing because we have Wi-Fi. Oh no saving data with Wi-Fi. So yeah, here's my ghetto computer setup. It's working out for me nicely. It's far from being professional and far from being clean, but you know, I gave up on these two things like long ago. So I want to have my two screens and I want to have my mechanical keyboard. The rest is really not that important. It's not looking very nice, I know, but not that I really would care because most of the time it's just me sitting here looking at the computers and nobody else is like most of the time in here, so it's not really that much of a problem to me. And as you can see, I'm not one of these guys who has the cleanest and nicest looking setup. I just have the setup that works, and a clean setup is really not possible. I just don't have the space. I mean, look at all of that. All of this you see here, people would pretty much say it's junk, get rid of it. And, you know, I will never get rid of this stuff. Not even if it breaks, then I'll probably fix it. Yeah, I'm so stupid. Anyway, yeah, computers are my passion. As I said, it's nobody's problem that this stuff is standing here. It's just not clean. But, yeah. This is my ghetto setup. I hope you like it. And yeah, I mean, wireless is not the future, guys. I mean, look at that. Nothing really would work without these wires. It's looking absolutely horrible. But yeah, that's just the way it goes. It doesn't work otherwise. And oh yeah, I forgot. This extremely long LAN cable here. I even need to hook it up to the switch. That is going all the way across my room. Like it's going here, as you can see, behind the closet. Back here. I think it's somewhere here. Not sure, maybe behind the truck somewhere. Where is it actually here? No. Oh, it's coming back. Oh, okay, I put it on the back here. So here it's going from the back all the way here. And here it's making this kind of funny shoo. It's looking like funny, like shoo. And then it goes back and back and back and down here and here and here and here and here and here is it. Here is the end, and it's mostly just for other computers. Like if a friend comes and I fix his PC or whatever, I just plug it in here, so I don't have to make this even more messy than it already is. So yeah, it's pretty much my Ghetto setup. I hope you like it. It's definitely improvable, but it works, it's functional, and it's good for me.